Uliponitoa ni mbali, unipelekapo ni mbali yawe. Umenimulikia gizani, umeniangazia, umenihifadhi mimi, kanilaza kwa majani mabichi. Nguzo yangu niwe, kimbilio wakati wa dhiki, umehuisha nafsi yangu, neema imezidi. Ninakuhimidi Bwana, sifa ni zako Bwana. Ninakuhimidi Bwana, sifa ni zako Bwana. Uliponitoa ni mbali, unipelekapo ni mbali yawe.
Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode. This is actually the 4th episode of Sifa Movement. We're still growing. And remember, I told you Sifa Movement is a journey from pain to praise through thanksgiving. We always thank God in this show. And we thank God for this yet another opportunity to interview a very, I won't tell you her name. She will introduce herself. I want us to listen to a very jovial lady, a very, she encourages me every time I watch her shows. I always follow her on TikTok. She's, of late, she has been my energy. Trust you me. She has been my energy. And I hope by the end of the show, you will be encouraged as well. What is your excuse? I feel like I'm moved to talk about Philippians 4:13, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. What is your excuse? So karibuni sana, baraka. So like I told you, in studio we have a very beautiful lady. Her name is Chela. Atatuelezea kuhusu that beautiful name. She has visited us today to encourage us and also to educate us on something ambayo nitawaambia baadaye. So karibu sana Chela.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Is Chela your ID name ama ni kajina kanini? Hata kama nikakujipa ni kako.
Yeah, Chela is my name. That's I'm always called Chela. Chela Korir is my name. I come from the great country of Singishu. I'm the 5th born in the family of 7. And I'm glad to be here today.
Wow, karibu sana. Nataka describe in just a very fun way, because I know you as this fun loving person.
Yeah.
Please describe yourself in a very fun way.
Cheerful, ever relaxed, and I go with the flow.
You go with the flow. Awesome. Chela is working. Chela is in school. Chela anafanya nini?
Chela is a blind freelance advocate, and she at the same time she's a student. I'm currently taking my masters in university.
Wow.
And finishing up. And
wow.
Those are the only things that I do.
Wow. Awesome. And the fact that you are currently doing your masters, hiyo inanikumbusha nimesema about I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now Chela, we are here to talk also about a condition. You currently you have a condition called retinitis pigmentosa. Would like to know more about it, educate the masses. Tell us what retinitis pigmentosa is all about.
First of all, I would want to congratulate you because you pronounce it very well.
Thank you.
You know, most of the time people say retinitis. Yeah, retinitis. Yeah. It's called retinitis pigmentosa. It's an eye genetic eye disorder. Affects 1 in 4,000. It's genetic. Unfortunately, it causes total blindness, but it depends with individuals. Because, for instance, for myself, of course, my sight has deteriorated for quite some time. I don't see as much as I used to, and the doctors are even amazed how my sight is still there. So it's blur, and I've already lost my peripheral vision, that is the side vision. But hopefully we'll go well with the changes.
Can someone be born with it?
Yes, I was born with it.
You were born with it?
So you're born with it.
And does it kind of, would you say it gets worse as you grow, or what happens?
It gets worse as you grow.
As you grow.
And most of the time, it's interesting that diagnosis is most of the time you realize your sight is doing bad during young adult age. And that's when most of the from 17 years to 25. Yeah, that's when you realize, your sight is just slipping away.
Oh. Yeah. What would you say are the early warning signs?
Number one, night blindness. And then you have peripheral vision, that is the tunnel vision. You lose your peripheral vision, that is the tunnel vision. In birth, you lose your sight vision. For example, for myself, if I'm looking at somebody in front of me, I'll only be able to see the eyes only. Yeah, I can't accommodate everything unless I scan up and down. Yeah, that's how I see currently.
How long ago would you say it kind of started affecting you as you grew up? Like how long ago?
I was diagnosed with it in 2015, 19th of October.
You even remember the date?
Absolutely. It was on a Tuesday at 3 p.m.
That is so okay.
Yeah.
I feel like many people do not understand about retinitis pigmentosa. It's like a new name that has actually been coined just the other day.
Yeah.
I doubt people really have that awareness at the moment, and I love the fact that we are having this show today, and I know many people will learn a lot about it. So there is someone out there right now, or in the course of the week, who has been diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa, and they don't know what to do. Advise them. How are they supposed to take it?
Even getting the diagnosis itself is very hard because I was misdiagnosed twice. Before I went to a different hospital, that's when I was diagnosed with RP. So I think most of the time people just lose their sight without even knowing the diagnosis. And there's a story that I'm following it up at Bomet, and interestingly, it's just RP. I think like the entire family, they're totally blind. And if you are misdiagnosed, RP comes with secondary diseases. For instance, for myself, I have one secondary disease that is macular edema, and at least I'm managing it, and it's treatable. And it's just like maintaining my sight. At least we push a little bit better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if I told you are diagnosed with it, I might just be at ease. Don't rush things. You feel like, oh God, I lose my sight next year, tomorrow. I need to finish my studies as fast as possible.
Yes.
Need to get married, making wrong choices. And I don't know. I don't always believe in rushing things. Just be at ease. Just let your emotions sink in and just know what you can do next, because it's something big. It's going to change your life. You're living another new life. And you feel like experiencing darkness.
That's intense. I feel like there are questions those frequently asked questions or comments that you get from people once in a while, or even more often. What are some of these questions that you feel they are not supposed to be asked, or there is a better way to ask, or comments even?
I think most of the comments, I want to dwell on comments. It's like, oh God, too eloquent. I don't know what it means. Like, is it the blind people are not eloquent? Too intelligent. I have never known if blind people are not intelligent. Oh God, you're too beautiful to be blind. Anyway, but blind is beautiful, but blind is eloquent. And blind is just anything fun. Yeah, positive.
I hope you're really learning. Those are some of the comments that there's a better way of saying it, I believe, and I hope you don't find someone who is battling a condition, not just retinitis pigmentosa. There are better ways to ask these questions so that in a very respectful manner, I believe you're learning something. Now, Chelah, what are the do's and don'ts when dealing with someone with maybe partial blindness or blindness? What are the do's and don'ts?
Avoid
when
signs.
assisting.
Like
Sorry?
what I tell you, right? Avoid signs.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you do, like verbal. At least describe.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're coming into the room, just tell to your right, to your left, straight ahead, there's a seat, it's black, white. Just describe, because that person can have a clear picture of it. Just be part of the room and just know what is going on in the room. Yeah, that's what I can say.
We mmesikia si kuambia mtu under hizo stairs. You know, I feel like we need to educate them more, even in terms of color, texture.
Yeah, but texture you can feel it. The color is a bit complicated because I always feel like describing color to a blind person. If you ever conquer that,
it's hard. It's hard,
especially those born blind. It's tricky.
I have a very niko tu na kaswali. I feel like, take me through like your day. You from the time you wake up, and in a very short way, from when you wake up until when the bed jioni. What is your day like?
Mine doesn't have a clear timeline because being a freelance advocate, it means sometimes you're here, sometimes you're there, but much of the time I always do a lot of research that I'm always at home, indoors. I do a lot of virtual meetings, and sometimes I can go till 12 because sometimes I can be speaking in other spaces that is the West, London or America, whichever that I'm part of. But generally, I talk much about retinitis pigmentosa. Yeah, that's what or do videos, crazy videos. Or that's it.
Are people aware about retinitis pigmentosa in Kenya?
No. They always think like blindness is just blindness.
It feels like we are in a cocoon, and we still need a lot of awareness in schools everywhere, from huko primo, from nyumbani. We have probably there are people who are actually going through this and they don't actually know. They are not even aware. What are you doing about it? Is there a group? Is there an organization? What is there? What can we say is happening in Kenya in regards to this?
Even the doctors themselves, they don't even know
about it.
I don't want to say much about it because anyway, my place has been in the hospital for quite some time. I know I've interacted with them and even my friends currently. And what I do about it is that I always place myself, because I say I don't really need a post for me to talk about retinitis pigmentosa.
Yes.
Because even my own interactions, because I'm a very social person and I love fun activities for the youth and even being the leader for young professionals, it gives me a space to talk about retinitis pigmentosa and the way they talk about it, till the way they pronounce it very well. Till now, they're the ones even to come and tell me, by the way, we saw another research and the treatment for these and these, and it's like, this is so interesting. And I told myself, Chelah, since there's no organization in Kenya that deals with retinitis pigmentosa, why not use yourself? Why not come up with their own organizations? So that's what I'm currently doing.
That's a good initiative.
Yeah.
That's quite a good initiative. Currently, what are some of these probably technology-assisted devices that are available for people with such a condition?
I think we just use the most common. Like for instance, the magnifying glasses that read because with RP, with your diminishing sight, you'll not be able to see the small font, which will be prompted to use large print. And you can use zoom with your phone, because for me, I use my phone like everything, my classwork, the kind of research that I'm doing. And I use the screen reader that is for the Apple phones, it's called VoiceOver. For the Android, it's called Talkback. And there's also navigational watch. I don't know, I forgot it. It's at home. It's like it tells you 5 meters towards an obstacle. So the more you go closer to it, the more it vibrates. So it saves you from being hit by the obstacles from your head to your waist. And also the most common way people use the white cane, which prevents you from your waist to your legs.
Yeah. Let's talk about the cost of these gadgets. In Kenya, are they even locally available? Let's start from there.
Yes, they are. But obviously, disability is expensive. It is, because if you talk about, for instance, a good quality white cane, you get it around 8,000. Furthermore, it's not even available in Kenya, so you have to import. That I'll only talk about what you can afford and just leave a room like any other, manage your life. Because for the navigational watch, it's a bit on a higher end. And screen reader, for instance, Jones, I was looking at it, and the amount of money that you're paying for it, I doubt if many visually impaired in Kenya can be able to afford. It's not. Unless they give you the cracked one, which doesn't really work proficiently like it's supposed to. Yeah.
Do you feel like I'm looking at that boy or a girl who's just been diagnosed not long ago in the village? At least sisi tuko town kidogo. Tunajua where to get these, how to. We are a bit enlightened, but huko Shabu, where resources are very, 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 I would say, they're not available huko Shabu. Now mtu yeye anataka that cane. It's 8,000. Are there ways that we can get them assisted? Like we have an organization, especially for people living with disabilities. Is there a way they can be assisted, and how?
Yes, there are. Because okay, let me just say it. There are cases that are being given to people, and the quality itself is very questionable because it can't really last you past 3 months. So I'm wondering, if a person comes from a country, the amount of money that he or she will use to come and pick a white cane, it's too much, and it won't last more than 3 months. So there are the many organizations that are giving out free white canes and also magnifying glasses, and those are the ones that I can clearly say.
So there's a lot of work that the government also needs to do in terms of awareness and advocacy. And also, I think it also starts with us.
It's a collective duty because, we are so used to these, our rights. But the biggest the biggest question should be, what is my responsibility? And if you are in that position, just talk about it. It doesn't mean that it's only that because you're directly affected by it, you're supposed to push it or just question everything. I think it's just a collective duty.
It's a collective duty.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, Chelah, let's talk about retinitis pigmentosa and mental health. Nimegonga ndipo. Nimegonga ndipo.
Oh God, you remind me the time I was diagnosed. That was the 19th of October.
Yes.
I remember the time I came back home at night and telling my family that this is it, and my family went quiet. And I remember that's now the start of another tough journey. Insomnia, being lonely, isolated, and wondering, okay, Chela, you're going blind, okay, you've not even finished your first degree. What next? What are you supposed? How are you going to be financially stable? And how are you going to go to work? Oh, it was crazy. Yeah, that's what I can say.
How did you deal with it? Because it's not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy. It's not easy. How did you deal with it? And again, it's also a journey because it happens. It can happen anytime.
Yeah.
How did you deal with it?
Of course, I embraced therapy and started now being available to other people. Just talking, because I always believe by conversation, there's solutions.
Did you embrace therapy immediately?
Not really. It took some years, maybe 2-3 years.
So there's that process of denial, anger issues.
Denial. I still remember I went for second opinion, third opinion. I'm just like, okay, 4 doctors have said this, and it's final then. You can't do much.
Mental health is quite a topic.
Yeah.
And it's not just for people living with certain conditions, but even for people who are actually okay, but because of one reason or another, things just happen in life and we are battling mental health. In fact, we know how to link it on social media. Someone just wakes up, I'm a collapse, I'm a pass. Or it's all about blood pressure in the blood, streaming. There's so much that is happening around us. And we need to talk about mental health so much.
Yeah.
We need to discuss it at length. We need to talk about first care after trauma, because there's so many things that are actually affecting people. It could be things that happened in the past. It could be something that just happened recently. It could be an accident. It could be death. It could be anything. So I hope it's something that we can actually talk about even in future, more about it. Let's talk about blind talk. I've seen something that's coming up
Yeah.
called blind talk. Tell us more about it.
So even before we go to the blind talk, I would want to add on what mental health. I think we should just shed off that feeling of shame, and also we should provide a good environment, especially from the family.
Yes.
Because I always say, Chelah won't be the way she is. I'm never self-made. Chelah is made by many people, especially my family, because my family gave me a very good support system. And they're there still now, and they gave me a very good environment. They never pushed me to do anything. They just told me, Chelah, whatever you want to do, if you want to go to rehab or whatever, they left me to just decide for myself, and just for therapy, and even taking me to therapy and just leaving me there and just come pick me up. I think it was it gives you a space of empowering yourself and being independent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And before we even talk about the blind talk, do you have fears? Do you wake up? I just don't morning.
I think most of my fears are not being able to really achieve what I really want to achieve, especially in the blind community, because that's where my heart is.
Yes.
And I'm a very creative person, and the way I approach things, even sometimes when I tell people, it's like, do you feel like it's really achievable? It's like, okay, but I know. I think those are the only fears that I have. Yeah.
What makes you happy? On a normal day, Chelah is happy. Nimepata Chelah ako happy. Ni nini imekufanya ukakuwa happy?
I think each and every time Chelah is always happy. Yeah, unless I'm tired. Things or there's something that is giving me a lot of pressure. especially when I'm doing research and it's not adding up.
Yes.
I think you're
actually doing your masters.
Yes. So really, why? Not really. I'm not even sad. I think all my concentration is on it. But it's so rare for me to see me sad. But always take my own motivation.
Yeah.
Because most of the time people always ask, who's your motivator? I don't. I'm my own motivator.
You're your own motivator.
Yeah.
Sasa kaa ukijua, for me, mtu akiniuliza who motivates you, I'll say Chelah. I've been every time I feel I'm bored, every time I feel like I'm down, mbio TikTok, Chelah. I watch just one and it's enough to bring me back to life. I love your energy. It's just on another level. Yani, I would love to just live with you. I don't know. I just love her energy. Now, Chelah, let's talk about
the
blind talk. Yes. What is it about? Iko lini? Una to invite? Talk about it.
The blind talk, it's something that I have thought about it for quite some time.
Yes.
But I wanted to do it a bit on a like a small thing. Just bring my friends, my family, and the organization that I've been working with. And interestingly, I met my elder sister told me, Chelah, Chelah, my dad called me Chelah. So Chelah, you have so much potential. And I thought, why not? Let me go big. And I started crafting how they meant to be. And I coined it the blind talk, a conversation of hope and inclusion, and bringing on board the blind people, and just bringing people who are thriving in their own spaces, particularly the blind youth, because I love the kind of approach I want, and I would want to see even with the blind, because I would want to see, we've been accustomed to the Oye approach. Yes. And here comes Chelah with so much energy, and you want to do something out of the world, and people looking at you just like, wow, this is an interesting approach. And I say, why not? Let me go big. And I said, okay, I'm going to include other organizations, higher learning institutions, and different universities who have blind students, organizations that deals with blindness, and also organizations that deals with inclusion. And it will be happening on the 28th of October at Dexter University from 9 to 11 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who is invited?
Everybody is invited, so long as you're taking my idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you are able to attend, maybe I'll be coming with a few of my friends. Yes.
It's an interesting, by the way. We should just know what is in store.
I would love to be there. Another question. People who have retinitis pigmentosa, maybe imeanzia akiwa, let's say 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
Are they able to learn Braille?
Yeah, RP is very weird. It's very peculiar because some of them can be diagnosed because you're born with it.
Yes.
So he or she can be diagnosed young, 5, 8, and they lose their sight completely. It depends. And for others, it can be 40 years, 50.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're young, you develop how to coping mechanism, and that's how you're going to learn Braille. And for me, I tried learning Braille, but no, I failed terribly.
You failed.
Yeah.
Now, about the blind talk.
Yeah.
This is your first talk show. Like, where do you see blind talk in the next, say 1 year? Let's not be too ambitious. 1 year from now.
1 year. Of course, it's something that I have a long-term goal, because I don't want just to do the blind talk only once and it's done. But want to even to go to different regions. Because I want to go to Rift Valley, I want to go to the coast, I want to go to the west, western, and just speak about inclusion in regards to youth with their blindness.
Yes.
And just enhance a civic space for them, because I've realized many youth are really struggling, and even I was looking at the statistics of people that are really thriving. Interestingly, even the age, because I was looking for the panelists. Wow, there's a lot of work to be done.
There's a lot to be done.
And even now, people that have acquired blindness during their studies, they leave it at that, and they go to the village. They don't even finish their studies. They just feel like, well, Chelah, you've got a lot of work to do. But I believe we are going to do, because for me, I totally believe in teamwork.
And on that note,
Yes.
I do encourage that person out there who feels like they have lost it, or they have lost hope in life, whether they have this condition or any other condition that is making them feel so down, and either they are depressed, they are going through a lot. Encourage them, talk to them.
Life is for the living.
Yes.
That's what I always say.
Yes.
And the solutions are always within. That's why when you go to a therapist will only prompt you to say your solutions. You have the solutions.
Yes.
A therapist will never tell you what to do. Yeah.
But they have learned. I've learned when it comes to counseling. When you go for counseling, the therapist will not ask like open-ended questions.
Yeah.
Like, are you sick? No. They'll ask you questions like, what do you think you're suffering from? And then you'll start explaining. So at the end of the day, you'll find that you've actually encouraged yourself. You've given yourself that solution. So it's true. The solution is within us.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been quite. Anything you want to add?
Of course, I want to say that you need to do things your way, not what people feel like because I love talking about blindness as my business. And I've seen this tendency of saying, okay, Chelah, this blind person does this thing, and this way, though she's a teacher, is a lawyer, something of the sort. Just do your way. And as much as you look weird, or you look a stubborn person, follow your way, and pursue it to the last minute. That's what I always say, because people will be able to see what you really wanted, and even to achieve, and even have self-contentment.
Wow. Yeah. Let's talk about getting jobs. Of course, it's already hard to get a job.
Yeah.
In Kenya. What about for a partially or a blind person? What are some of these jobs that you can do comfortably, and are they available?
I can say you can comfortably do any job, so long as you can be accommodated. Because I always look at my friend Moses, who is a radio journalist at the same time a podcaster, and he does his work very well. Even sometimes when you're supposed to do a voiceover, he's the one recording, he's the one editing, and the output, wow. And interestingly, he's just totally blind. With the help of the screen reader. Sometimes I'm amazed, because I always feel like, Chelah, what? You need to.
So you can actually achieve. You can actually achieve anything. Anything you set your mind to.
Absolutely.
Wow. Of course, at some point with the help of resources, and of course, if you're included. And there are these organizations, ambazo most tunapata. They don't employ people with certain conditions. What would you say about that?
It's interesting. I don't think that they don't really want to employ them. I think it's just the fear of handling them. They feel like you're so fragile. In a way, I know if at all I would ever work in an institutions, they really want me to work in their office all the time.
Yes.
And I don't want to be constricted, because I want to be in the field.
These bubbly Chelah wants to be in the field. They want to have fun.
Yes. be as creative as possible and come up with something that people feel like, Chelah, this is not within our limit or something of the sort. And I think it's just the fear of handling or feeling like you need millions of money to have that employee in that organization, which is not.
But I also feel it's time we stopped having that kind of mentality and embrace people. It doesn't matter. Come on a wheelchair. Let's make our organizations so welcoming and so, you know, if you're talking about the washrooms, every time you're building washrooms, tengeneza washrooms ambazo zina include those people with wheelchairs. If it's I feel like it would be a fun environment even to work, because at this point working feels like you're just going to work, go home, get your salary, go home. But we should be in an environment where we include everyone, and it's fun. It should be fun working, you know. So I think it's also a call to those organizations and any person that is employing. Feel free to include these people. I feel like it's a gap that needs to be met, and I feel like it's something that we also need to talk about. Chela, ebu niambie, what are your hobbies?
Chelah.
Yes. What are your hobbies now?
Chelah loves hiking. And that's something that we really want to pursue it with a lot of seriousness. Come next year, that's my one of my resolutions. And I used to love cooking, but I feel like cooking is becoming problematic now. So it's like it's slipping away slowly. At least I'm accepting it. And what else do I love? Of course, I love writing. I love taking photos. I was supposed to be a photojournalist, but due to circumstance, I thought otherwise. And but now I'm the subject, which I love. And that's it. I'm just doing funny videos and
just living your life and just having fun.
Yeah, just dancing your stress out.
Yes. Is there anything you would want to add in regards to what we've been talking about today?
Oh God, how really, I always love saying it's I'm not a fan of complaining. Never.
Yes.
You never get me complaining.
And the way mentality.
I'm never part of it. And this message will go straight to the persons with disabilities. It's important for them to show up.
Yes.
Because you can't have something if you don't provide yourself there. Being given things each and every time, I don't find it fun in it. Because you've not you've not taken your time to acquire yourself and just taken your mind through how best you can give your services, skills and expertise and your knowledge. But it's important for the PWDs themselves, especially the youth, just to come out, just be there. Because how will people know how to handle them? Because Chelah is ever there. And you'll never remind me. If I have told you that I'm coming tomorrow, I'll keep my word.
Yes.
I'll be there. I won't say, I don't have money or something of this one, because I know that's what's happening in my community. And what are they giving us?
Yeah.
It's never part of.
Sure.
Yeah, because we learn a lot. Because by being there as a person, it's just an opportunity you'll never have. Yes. Because I don't know, me just find like being yourself and just living that mentality of what can I get. It's something very chronic in the disability community. There is sacrifice for this.
But it's the truth. There's a lot of truth in it.
Yeah.
Wow. We are coming to the end of this interview, and I feel encouraged. I've learned a lot. Empowering yourself. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Now, this time we are not even talking about the condition retinitis pigmentosa. We're talking about anyone out there who is feeling like they're down, who is feeling so downcast. remember to show up. Amka uoge. You know, depression, and one thing with depression, people with depression, huyo mtu haizi amka kwa kitanda, atashinda hapo amejifunika. Just wake up, take a shower, feel good about yourself. Dress up, in as much as probably you're not even going anywhere. Dress up, talk to people, yes. Empower yourself with a skill. You know, speak out. Speak out. Do not bottle up. The more you bottle up, the more stress, the more stress-related complications, or blood pressure, or nini. There's a lot out there for us, and even as the youths, there's so much out there for us, despite any condition or anything that you're going through. Remember, you can do all things, not some things, all things through Christ who strengthens you. And of course, we acknowledge God in everything that we do here, or even on the show. So thank you so much, Chelah, for coming. Thank you for being part of Sifa movement. This journey, I'm sure the next time I'll be inviting you to Kanakuta Doctari.
Just call me Chelah, because I love being myself, and I just love. Of course, I really want to achieve what I've already told you.
Yeah.
If anything goes by, I really want to do my PhD, but of course inclined into disability and
Chelah.
But just keep my name.
Yes.
I love being simple.
I love
love being there.
I love that.
I just love being fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
There is nothing we cannot achieve if we set our minds to it.
Yeah.
Learn to find purpose in pain. Probably whatever you're going through, God is using that for you to understand your purpose in this life, or to be able to be an encouragement to other people, and even show them the way. You never know. Look at it differently. Don't look at it with a wishy mentality. Look at it like, wake up and say, don't look at problems like, why me? Just look at it like, say, try me. Have that kind of an attitude, even in life. This has been a very great discussion, a very awesome discussion. So happy to have you, Chelah, and ready to even have you again and again and again.
Yeah.
I hope that the blind talk will go well. I know many people will learn a lot from you, and I know there's a lot that is ahead of you. There is a lot, and may God give you that strength that you need. May God guide your path and open doors, not just in Kenya, hata pale nje, Afrika na hata uko mbele zaidi. We want to see you even more and more. So for another episode, this is Sifa movement, and I can't wait for to see where Sifa movement is going. This is the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. Baraka. Chelah, share your social handles, by the way, before we go.
Chelah goes by the name Chelah Richards Kore.
Yes.
I've taken my dad's name. The only name that I have is Chelah.
Yes.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
Everywhere.
Instagram. Maybe you guys follow Chelah. Follow Chelah. Follow Sifa movement on YouTube, on Facebook. As always, I've been your host, Dr. Sifa.
Ninakuhimidi Bwana, sifa ni zako Bwana. Ninakuhimidi Bwana, sifa ni zako Bwana. Uliponitoa ni